black metal lesson number 8. And just very quickly, if you'd like this guitar tone, you can get it from my Bandcamp, links are below. So first off, let's talk about Sus2. Now a Sus2 basically means a third in the chord has been changed to a second interval, generally the natural second interval. So if we take, for example, your normal E minor triad here, 7, 5 and 4 on A, D and G. As we know, the G note is the minor third of the chord, which is the 5th fret on the D string. Now all we need to do is turn this minor third interval to a natural second, and the way we do that is just by flattening the minor third. So an E sus2 would be this. So we have these notes, the root, which is the low E, the sus2, which is the F sharp, and then the perfect fifth, which is the B note. 7, 4, 4 on A, D and G. Now of course we can break this down with just dyads. Normal E minor dyad, and then we just flatten this note. Now remember the sombrelame. Those chords are minor dyads going into sus2 chords. And they're a really, really nice addition to your chord progressions. So they're quite a versatile, very black metal, foresty, cold sort of sound. And that leads us on to the 9th intervals. So really a 9th interval is the note that's an octave up from a sus2. So let's make this really, really simple. To work out the 9th, it's literally the note that's 2 frets up from your starting note. So say for example you're on A, the 9th would be a B note, but it won't be the B that's next to the A, it will be the next B up. So that'll be here, which is the 9th fret on the D string. It's very easy to identify what the 9th note is because you just need to go 2 frets up from your root note or starting note, but playing it, you'd have to always remember to play 1 octave up, because otherwise it would just be a sus2. Same note, but the 9th is higher. So the 9th interval is another really lovely open sound. Now if you remember Pitch Black by 1349. And in that lead part, Archaon is really just utilizing these 9th chords. Except what he does, he starts off with this high note here, which is a D flat. So what he's doing there is really playing a B flat minor chord and a B flat power chord with the added 9th. And then doing the same thing, an E minor chord, then the E5 add 9, the E power chord with the added 9. And it's a really cool trick to use when you're coming up with riffs. So just to recap, the 9th is 2 notes up on the fretboard, and then you go to the next octave up of the same note. That's how you're able to work it out. And here's another quick way to work out a ninth chord. You can take your normal 3-note power chord. So I'm playing A, 5, 7, 7 on E, A and D. And then I extend my little finger out by 2 frets. Because remember, if you play A, 2 frets up is B, but then we need to go 1 octave up. And even here, you can move some of these chord shapes around. So you can play a power chord, ninth, then this E minor inversion here, which we talked about earlier, and then pair it up with some other chords. And we can add these ninth intervals into our bar chords. So here's F minor add 9, B minor add 9. And again, just like in that 1349 riff, you can make single note lead riffs from a ninth chord. Before we finish up, I just want to discuss the flat 9 as well, which is this. So you take a regular ninth chord shape and you move the highest note 1 fret back. So yeah, the Sus2s, natural seconds, and ninth chords are really, really cool to use in your playing.